everybody! I'm here today to tell you that this is the hardest driving test skill, and I'll also be showing you what it is and how to do it properly. So I'll be giving you a little secret for more easily passing the driving test, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do the hardest skill. So the hardest skill is by far, turning properly. Not turning in general, but specifically turning properly is actually one of the hardest things that you can do on the driving test. Now, I am going to tell you what to do in order to turn properly. I'm going to break it down in a few simple ways, and then I'm going to demonstrate myself turning properly a few times. So the first thing with turning properly is safety. Okay, so when you approach the turn, you got to slow down, and if there's a stop sign, or if you don't have the right of way, even if there isn't a stop sign, you have to come to a stop if you don't have the right of way. Okay, as you're approaching that intersection, you want to signal, you want to check your rear view mirror, you want to check your right or left, only one, side mirror, depending on the way that you're turning, and your right or left blind spot, only one. Okay, one side mirror, one blind spot, both of them together. So if I was turning right, I would signal right, check my rear view mirror, my right side mirror, right blind spot. If I was turning left, signal left, rear view mirror, left side mirror, left blind spot. It's kind of like a sweep. I always say like signal ju-ju-jum or signal ju-ju-jum. It's always like it's a little sweep, okay? And you're gonna obviously check to make sure that it's safe to proceed. Now, when you're actually making the turn, you have to steer the wheel. Now, essentially, when you're turning, you're gonna turn the wheel, hold it, and release it. That's how you make that turn. So you gotta turn the wheel, hold it, and release it. Now, where you have to turn it, how fast you have to turn it, when you stop turning it, that all depends on the actual turn itself. But you have to practice and you get the hang of that. And when to release it is also dependent on it as well. And I'll demonstrate all of this in just a quick minute. And where to look. So obviously you're doing all of your safety checks, but as you're approaching the intersection, you want to scan the intersection, and once you have the right of way and you can safely and legally proceed, you're going to look towards the direction of the turn. If you're turning right, you're going to look towards the right hand side. If you put your shoulder basically between your front and your complete right, you're going to go right in between, and the same thing with the left. Okay, let's go ahead, let's demonstrate a few proper turns. So I'm actually in a parking lot. I'm going to demonstrate these though, because there's no traffic, but we're going to pretend that things are here. So I'm going to approach this stop sign. I'm signaling left. Now I'm coming to complete stop. I'm checking my, let's move to where it would actually be. Checking my rear view mirror, my left side mirror, my left blind spot, looking at the intersection. When I can go safely and legally, I'm going to accelerate, looking in that direction, turn the wheel, hold it, and release it. Now, if there's no stop sign here, I'm going to signal, rear view mirror, left side mirror, left blind spot. I'm making a left, I'm slowing down, scanning the intersection. Once again, I'm not coming to a complete stop, and release it. And I got to make this turn over here, just like that. Now, we're going to do the same thing, but with a right turn. I'm sorry, my nose is very itchy. I know you've probably looked at me like just scratch my nose so many times. Let me just scratch it. There we go, we're good to go. Instead of like half measures, let's just scratch it and move on. Take the full measure, okay? Now we're going to signal right, so we're turning right, checking my rear view mirror, my right side mirror, my right blind spot, scanning the intersection at this imaginary stop sign. Watch how much I'm turning the wheel. So now it's centered, okay? That one I turned it about 90% of a turn. Now I'm going to do the same thing without the stop sign, just like that, okay? Once again, about 75-80% of a turn, okay? So regularly, I mean, with regular turns, you're probably going to have to turn the steering wheel about 3/4 of a turn. I would say between 65% and 90-ish% of a full turn of the wheel. Right, so this is a little bit sharper. I got to turn it a bit more. Now we'll do a sharper turn. I have to turn it like a full way over there. So the key here is knowing what to do with regards to your safety checks, and also the key also is going to be practicing knowing where to look, but practicing your turning, because the wheel turn, getting the proper curvature of a turn, right or left, is very difficult, and it takes practice. And the driving test examiner will know immediately if you have practiced or not based on how your turns are, the curvature, and whether or not you know the system of safety checks to do. And that's it. That is the hardest driving test skill, in my opinion. I've told you what it is. And I've also shown you how to do it properly, as well as giving you the instructions and some tips. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.